Hey guys, William here, aka Big Bastard. And if you want to see what I've been doing, what I've been up to, check out the general update video that's going to be recorded and posted alongside this one. But right now I'm going to cut straight to the chase because I had someone in my speech and debate class tell me that that's what I needed to do when I talk, because I tend to have a issue with building things up. So here I'm going to talk about the Nutrisystem and what it's done for me and how my weight loss is going overall on that. Initially, I was doing these little kits from Walmart. Now, the thing with these kits is they put a bunch of food in it. Same food, regardless of what kit you get. I mean, not same type of food, but basically same amount of food. No matter what kit you get, there's no men or women kit. And what happens here is it's based all in your supplemental materials, because with Nutrisystem, it's not just Nutrisystem. You will have to incorporate some groceries and proteins, but usually vegetables, fruits, and proteins, and that's to be expected. I mean, it's not a big thing as far as I'm concerned if it works for you. Now, I went ahead and on eBay, they had a 28-day supply for $190, which is pretty good. And I ordered that, and that happened to come in. And so, excuse my reach, but you're going to have to join me with the camera so you can see this. That's what 28 days of food looks like, basically. Now, you'll see an empty hole in the box. That will be explained in a minute. But yeah, that's what we got going on there. And I will show you what has come in this kit, because the Walmart kit doesn't really have terribly anything different from this kit food wise, other than there's more volume and more variety in this kit because it's for 28 days and not 5 days like the other kits are. They give you a quick guide. It'll tell women how to eat. It'll tell men how to eat in the Walmart kit. Now this one, and you're probably going to wonder about this, I'm going to actually a little later hold up material that says quick start guide for women. You're probably going to wonder about that. But knowing what I knew from the Walmart kits, I went with the women's program because it was cheaper. And hey, it's not going to kill me to have less food, is it? So first we have this flyer. Big things are happening at Nutrisystem, and that's basically telling you that they're in a process of change whereby their food selections are marked more clearly, more visibly for breakfast, lunch, dinner, snack. You'll know exactly where to go. They're color coded, yada yada. I have this Nutrisystem packing slip. I did not get to choose the foods that came in it, but the variety is way more extensive than what's in the Walmart kit, so that's good. Now, when I tell you what's in this kit, you're probably going to wonder about how I'm getting 28 days of food, and you're going to wonder about something else, which I will cover in a minute. But let me read the list first and watch the little bells go off in your head. So you get 21 breakfast entrees, 18 lunch entrees, 21 snacks, and 18 dinner entrees. And you're probably wondering, okay, where's the missing lunches and dinners? This is the Nutrisystem My Way Made Easy. And what you're going to do is you're going to intelligently front 2 of your lunches and 2 of your dinners. And what I mean by intelligently front is they'll give you the guidelines for eating to make those wise choices in your eating. And, maybe if you're doing really good, you can use it to splurge a little. That's up to you. You didn't hear that from me. There's also this sandwiched kit that has, as you see, if you look at the cardboard, but I'm going to show you the actual item, so there's no point in looking at the cardboard. You have the Nutrisystem My Way Made Easy magazine, and it has a lot of information. I have a little bit of a problem with it though, because the information for the most part is just regurgitated from other weight loss programs. They do have some good stuff in here that I haven't seen in other weight loss programs, but the majority of it is regurgitated from other weight loss programs. In addition, there's a couple of issues I found in accuracy, and one of those issues is concerning if you are consuming too much salt in your diet. And it says, when regarding this, that you want to keep the salts out of your diet because of retaining water. But it ends by saying you might even retain water just from sitting or standing in one place for a long time. The cure: drink plenty of water. Ironically, drinking water flushes the extra water out of your system. Yeah, count on water. That's not how it works. What the extra water is doing is flushing the sodium out of your system, not the extra water. So I had some problems with that. They do talk about muscle mass, how a pound of muscle and a pound of fat weighs the same, but muscle is more dense, so it takes up less space. So a person can actually lose fat while building muscle and still weigh the same but look skinnier, if that makes any sense. I'm sure it does. Moving on. Another issue I had is with what they talk about on alcohol. They kind of, it's almost stupid the way they approach it, because they say that they advise against alcohol because it has a significant number of calories without nutrients. Your body needs all the nutrients in your meal plan at the number of calories we have calculated for you. There's no room for the empty calories in alcohol. Second, alcohol could lower your resistance to poor food choices and overeating, both while you're drinking and the next day if you don't feel so great. Well, a lot of that is true. The thing that they're overlooking is that alcohol, the calories in alcohol, whatever few calories they are, and there's not an extensive amount of calories in alcohol. The problem is the calories in alcohol do not stay in your body. Once the alcohol evaporates, they're gone. Now, one of the things I learned in Weight Watchers is that alcohol will not impede your weight loss. However, it will slow it, because that alcohol needs time to work out of your system. So either way, it's probably not a really good idea, but be that as it may, I'm just saying my thoughts on it. You get the Nutrisystem My Way Quick Start Guide for women, and that's going to tell you basically how to get started, giving you some information and some ideas. You have the Nutrisystem My Way Tracker, Daily Tracker, and Grocery Guide. And that's pretty much a straight up tracker with some advice that's good. And the grocery guide is not really extensive, so I have a few issues with that. And you have the eating out guide, which is probably one of the most thorough and useful guides they have. This is the only piece of material I have not read in entirety, but glancing over it, a lot of great advice on helping you to stay on track while eating out. So that is the the informational materials that comes with the main part of the kit. And you're probably wondering, what does he mean by the main part of the kit? Well, that gap, that little hole you saw in the box, that comes via this. And this is the Fast 5 kit. And when you first start on the Nutrisystem program, you will get one of these depending on what kind of program you ordered, and mine just happened to have one of these, even through the eBay. And this has enough to get you started for your first week of Nutrisystem. It's a little different from the main core of the kit. So first I'm going to show you some of the material that comes with it. It has its own packing slip, which is basically outlines the food for 7 days. Okay. It has a fistful of these guides. Expert guide, 6 super vegetables. And you open it up, it's almost like one of those little dolls. You keep finding a new doll in it. Expert guide, 7 tips to overcoming obstacles. Expert guide, 21 tips for winning weight loss. And I think that's the last of that. You get your Fast 5 7-day tracker. And that has some helpful information. Whenever they say they include, oh, and there's some good recipes in here, and the other one. Whenever they say they include a grocery guide, is fairly limited. Now, I am going to take a moment to show you some of the foods that come in here. Nutrisystem gets a lot of flack for their foods. Out of the Walmart kits, you know, people say they taste like cardboard, they taste like crap. Out of the Walmart kits, I have not had a single bad meal. They all taste good. Okay, and I'm not the type of guy who just eats anything. I'm finicky, but I also understand I'm living for a different, you know, I'm not living to eat anymore, as my sister says. I am eating to live. So we're gonna look at some of these. We have the, now tell me that doesn't look good once I get in shot. That is a double chocolate muffin. The muffins are really good. Now this is not something I've come across in the 5-day kits. You're going to see these little types of things packaged like this. I have not really dealt with extensively with these. Now they do fill me with a little horror though, because when I was on the Nutrisystem back in the day, this was like a decade ago or more, anything that came in here generally did not taste good. I will update and let you know if it does. I'm particularly worried about the loaded baked potato, but we'll see how that works. I'm kind of excited about the macaroni cheese because really, I mean, no matter how bad it gets, macaroni cheese is good. I can't say that. There's generic brands that I don't like. There's a bunch of bars, breakfast bars, lunch bars. These are always good as far as I'm concerned. And look at that. A lot of people complain about the size. I mean, you got to remember, we're eating to reduce our serving portions. Cinnamon raisin bar. Now I'll give you an idea of what a couple of dinners look like. The dinners are really good. I do know that. Cafe style chicken. Yummo. Yes, you can shoot me for saying yummo. Oh, look at that. Turkey sausage and bacon rigatoni. Oh, God, that looks good. Okay, now, I do want to quickly assess, as we're moving towards the latter part of this video, the one thing that is different from the main kit. And that is you're going to get 2 boxes of shakes. These are the energizing shakes. And as you see, it says designed for women. I'm not worried about that. I mean, really, is a few less calories going to kill me? And Nutrisystem Nutra Crush. These are craving crushers. Okay? Designed for women. And what you're going to do is you're going to replace, in this first 7 days, you're going to replace basically your snacks with that. Now, let's assess the Nutrisystem as I have been on it for a couple of weeks now. I have seen tremendous results. I have lost, when I had a doctor's appointment, and he wanted me to check up in 2 weeks. I had gained 11 pounds in those 2 weeks. So, knowing I had to do something, I got serious on Nutrisystem because I did do 1 kit before within that time frame that I'd seen him. I did 1 kit and was almost through the last day, and during, what was it, Labor Day, fell off the wagon and really jacked things up there. So I got serious from there. I lost 8 pounds per week in those 2 weeks. So 16 pounds 2 weeks. And I don't feel hungry. I literally don't feel hungry eating the way they do. Excuse me. I pretty much stick to the plan. The only little variation I make is my protein snack, which I do beef jerky. And I know that's not recommended, but hey, it's worked, right? It's easy for me to grab and go with. My smart carbs are usually an apple or a banana because they're easy to grab and go. And being at 18 credits in my college studies and throwing speech and debate on top of that, I really need that. So I haven't felt hungry. There's been a couple of nights, particularly this tends to happen after I work out, and I've been working out every night this week for 30 to 40 minutes. Okay, and it's more than just moderate exercise because I get pushy. If you go by the Weight Watchers Guide for Exertion, it's between the mid range and the extreme. Where you're working enough to get up a sweat and really start. You're not really having problems breathing, but you're not able to, say, sing your alphabet or that while you're working out. So I am exerting myself. And I don't know what that's going to do to the results because the weigh-in I did was before I started working out. So hopefully next week I'll have a weigh-in, and I will keep updating with you guys when I can. Everything's been kind of hectic in my life, so I'm sorry for the lack of videos. I lost one subscriber, and I feel bad about that, but I'm doing what I can to get by on my education. That's got to take priority right now. And that's not to say that you guys don't, because trust me, I love you guys. I love doing this. I love getting my opinion, my viewpoints out there. So I hope you understand where I'm coming from on my weight loss. And pretty much until next time, I gotta say goodbye. Love you guys. Hope everything works out for you, and hope we can keep in touch. This is Big Bastard signing out.